kind report in Saka. High Court in Accra a discharge Gregory Afoku and Asabi Alangdi standing trial for the murder of Upper East Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Adams Mahama. Now, decision of the court presided over by Justice Marie Louise Simmons as a result of failure of the Attorney General so taking any decisive position on the case. It has been handled by 3 separate courts since 2015. February 2025, Gregory Afoku pleaded not guilty. Now, this was the 3rd time not all pleading not guilty on 1 count of murder and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder. Around the same time, granting a bail of 500,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. It has to be justified. Now, the co-accused Asabi Alangdi are also finding guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment for conspiracy to murder and also pleaded not guilty to the murder. Now, this was the 3rd time in about 10 years Afoku was standing trial for the murder of Mr. Adams in 2015 after acid was poured on him in the middle of the night upon returning home. Now, in June 2025, Justice Simon Emma Attorney General Dominic Ayine are said to be reviewing the case now up to July 15th, 2025. So I expediting the decision, else or by dissolve jury hearing the case no discharge accused person. Until up to July 2025, and on Dominic Ayine, the Attorney General, the deadline, and now train to December 2nd, 2025, almost 6 months after. Now, since then, nothing but adjournments have happened in the matter, although 5 witnesses have been called as at November 2024 before Dominic Ayine taking over as Attorney General. Until now, previous Attorney General Godfred Dame afraid 5 witnesses, but since the Dominic Ayine taking over the case, you afraid any kind of witness, and then General Justice Simmons up to July 15th, 2025, said one provided any new evidence in the case or by discharge jury no discharge the case. Now, trial on the store for more than a year since the prosecution's 5th witness was called in 2024, and court taking longer adjournment at the behest of the current Attorney General Dominic Ayine, with the hope say a decision on the way forward will be arrived at. However, the court could no longer entertain the delays as the trial judge observed that the jurors had been appearing for the trial and the state has been paying them allowances for their services, although basically they were doing nothing. Into juries now, both prosecution need defense witness. Abiding allowances, ma'am. Now, so because Dominic Ayine, the Attorney General, unfair any kind of witnesses, and on time so the NPP court, court in a free case. Now, the case was called again yesterday, December 1st, 2025, after long adjournment, but there was not a single lawyer from the office of the Attorney General, although defense lawyers are present and then they were ready for the trial. Justice Marie Louise Simmons, recounting all the adjournments and the time given to the Attorney General to take a decision in the case, discharge accused persons and dissolve the jury while thanking them for their service. In the 3rd trial, Gregory Afoku was on the 3rd round of trial after the first trial truncated in 2019 by the Office of the Attorney General following the arrest of Asabi Alangdi of Lee Country after the incident in 2015. Now, so almost also arrested. The 2nd trial ended April 27th, 2023, with 7-member jury presenting a verdict that shocked many. The jury was 4-3 decision found Gregory Afoku not guilty of conspiring to murder the late Adams Mahama, but unanimously found his co-accused Asabi Alangdi guilty of the same offense when a second trial. The jury, however, by 4-3 decision, found the two persons not guilty of substantive charge of murder, thereby resulting in a hung jury and a retrial by a different jury. Now, part of the prosecution facts state that the deceased returned home about 11:10 p.m. in his pickup vehicle when the suspects poured the substance suspected to be acid on his head and face and other parts of his body and fled on a motorbike. Adams Mahama reportedly identified Afoku as the person who poured the acid on him. Into this trial long over 10 years and a judge, Justice Simmons, what discharge Gregory Afoku and Asabi Alangdi of all the charges on one count of murder and one count of conspiracy to commit murder. Yebeko in Semfufrumu.
Medemobeko 1 Kings 3:16. Ahemfo woma edikan etre miensa. Medemobeko 1 Kings 3:16. Ahemfo woma edikan etre miensa inchichemu dunsia. Kukurudu. Ehona ohena ye friend Solomon no. Ema mienu epre akwara ho. Oba na ne ba ewu no. Obeka kire ohene se onye den onfa sekan no onye den ontwa akwara ne mu mienu. Na Bible say ohen Solomon Yankopon ma ne nyansa. Otena ase no ohun se nia eye ne ba no ono no wa badaye nti ompese akwala ne ebe den bitwam nti ne oka se da bi me pekroye me ntwam no ono no hin Solomon bu ase akwala yi ne ba odino yemfema no abribia me ne mudi nkomo se abato obreso a fa wani to fom na hwe wonum ejina nyina nkomo a omudi ube wo se bi mu nkomo no eye nkomo a ede enkabom ene ekroye ene ekan ko eba ebi mu nkomo no te se oba na o Bible no mu se yemfa seka anye den yentwa akwala no mienu kukurudu medem
the danado appoint nkofo a maybe an omon penance man omon party na se eba se makwan bede ye won nkofo kasa me wa candidate na wo support no se be bia on kansa na eja wo na wo ye de obetimi aye me kase obi support candidate bia you can never be more than the candidate himself. But what am I saying? You can never be more than the candidate himself. You are only going in to support the candidate. Ko kan nsampa kwa ko market candidate no akoto ni nyuma a so obetimi aye de aboa party no o man Ghana. But on yes. O fat no tomamu bawnya o se me reaching ideas. On ka nko gina ba bia nya akakabe nsa nya kokoko sam say on dey o ska adan mane ade. But o see ni sika no woni nyina ye nyansa ni dia o de be ma wo a enam so be ma so onye sika. We fire Rabbi Champion no so hotels on so sika no so buma on so bad letting ya ma party. Akompa akodi no dia na me sheda ente won papa on so Canada obetimi dia boa ye wura du so say on so schools to America and our baba education minister deputy no be substantive to on so di dia on so di school and baba boa
and I kwabra
no of a billboard kesi o court the office kesi na abro santi
kwame safo adunum
wono so no safo adunum esi so ye te party no bre party no principles ni ade me kai say ye court amaliba na ofre communicators e man e from me na atoshi Fatima to Abubakar na gifti nti me na atoshi na koyi akole toshi tutu ye koyi ye so fa support man ka crowd ye say busu bia me 50 Ghana kra sata na to ye be 20 cedis 20 pesos so say 40 pesos o ka kire ye say party adwuma ye voluntary work it is so far as I have to you say be ye party adwuma na de yem fan she etrim say ye voluntary work for the party and honestly say dem na adam etrim an red na
kwam suffered no bros nyina sa na ye no
na me can say na ma na che me cry and ama me nya do a me da ho de ye party adwuma of doesn't believe in say o ko shi obi amotuam kakra say je kwoto abama me aha ono no believe nko so atimase o hwe de mabobo obi a ade o pese o de bebo party na de nipa no susu so office o ye bebo party na no ye yesre omo NPP ye ho aye ahi enkofo bufo da ho gina ye so nyina ye sansensem ya makekan bi etu de wabo obi akwa no pado pacho makafante kwa no pado wabo na ne okota parliament no sorry nyina say ye de bibi ye de bill ato na ye de bibi ato obeto ama NPP pacho uti
yes
ubo na okọ parliament no okwa ye the bidding of the NDC o me ye wo bidding ma so we should look at that and as someone making no say we hear ma amunu penifo I am not the one to tell them what to do no but abasa it breaks some of us down particularly with enkola na ye gunu omo di echi eba no when you say female comes me no no Fatima too and manage female communication it's been in existence for the past 7-8 years now how we've managed enkola no obi rent beso obi school fees the catch no meeting come one someone chiro obi a business I was say supporting us ye support no ma odahunya party no do me ya wo power dia na ha me kese se me ba Facebook ana me ba social media me ba me dia me obi atro me se mama me pesca tua me school fees mama me ko school but me say me business kakra de support me whichever we are me yes ka dia support sa de pani bia me ye me nya hwe na na ekoso na call for me some of us we are part of it me ka djuma me no abufati ye won kwala ma e wo party ni mo to shock you mati e metena ka se fidie to mfa nsa ye ho nane but here is a case a man complain bitterly. You cry complaining po. But okay, cancel be any day. And you say a mwabe na the boy female communicators. And I say female MPs. First time I see even no more that they were supposed to maintain their seats. Also me the boy and the city because you me back or your bar. Here they remember you to you. I mean sure we the masse. The new MPP need the second coming of MPP need the name be the best sabra.
Oh yeah.
And na ya ba office still. Party ni make party ni ndisi for to wo bo nkofo wo ye ntia for you video bi ba bon so for you Mustafa Bandi me be man be obi am na channel pay da ka kire ye say omo party na omo ban no sponsor omo 20,000 Ghana a month but then people ni na koka Jennifer akwe na better movement akan ya ke ba si ensima bo nkome ye ni party for ni be ka si ensima bo nkome because it is coming from me and an party na wo aban no party na wo aban no bra ka wo aban no enya aban na be party no
aban na party
it is the political party na wo aban no
now
it is second coming bra me party o me de manu si wa ha
we have say na NPP wo aban mu enipa ni bi wo kra you say NDC o peso ko wa party because you say we di NDC
me ka ko sa me ni kire o me fresh yi obi no wonfa me fresh no to aso be 3 weeks me ko stress ka da bi me minister bi ameba na office and me friend phone so be na ye do me pa ma party and aga na ni aye if you right to aso na otwe me nsa on fa be call na ye call UTV point ka fra say me boss na msko ku uni pe me friend won fa me am ko ku bo o ko ja me na akọ na me friend ko na msko ku uni pe me friend na won fa me nkura bi adwuma akoda ho me hwe so obe fo ma na on fo ma na me bi am de ma ni kire ko ku friend bo ku mienu no apeke obuke uni maso kan e the speaker ko ku se or the two speaker o say na unu ya ba Jennifer ko no so wa force sa party for mo adwene dodo of reference sa benya dey na kwa ku say national officer mo from me so dey na ba officer be so scan afro gina so ku dey brabra wa yi no kura ya yi na kwaku two can specimen yanko memo wa ban no me national officer e call owura the peer reception che say wa dwalai
I
can't be a what food say. A dear Tina was a Maku na friend. I've called you for 3 good weeks.
I won't fa.
Yeah, that's not seeking Kira. Yajako Crab said, you be man of to for me. We are making vloggers and the story on Backati. Maybe I was about Mukati. What I didn't know YouTube. Well, many years show now. No, I can't no matter what done. No, the big counts. I know the oh, make cutting in out their share party for no crime. Say, we know that we went through. You're not party the whole. You're new party the new. And you're better position. Do my and no one you go so I day. Yeah. They say no be kind. You see, NBC for goodwill. Always said the Miami and Sana is so suppose goodwill. It's a man, no Kasa. NPP no co-train some cry. Say, na Ghana for when your goodwill I could say so ombeto atiawa ombeto atiawa enye sua de mu nyina na obi bia ne yebeba power de nyankopɔ ya do 2028 obedi ho afofi na bra wo ya appointee we appointee party ni akɔ school wa ba ho onko school so ope support aye adwuma na ati akonwa mu twa ho se kakarika obi emu bia ma ne mete tie obi emu bia ma ne mete ye hwe hawa opposition mu de yakom si a team o my Ghana na ye kasa kura se me yan kasa because appointees bi nti nipa ni bibu afu kwagu
aja na
urade na mfenso no de tire ba nya sa de tire ba nya
ni hu ne se
hu frade ebisame
party ni be ba ben
ebe ba na se de
ye kosu die
o dabi ene ma be sesa kwa
Dr. Baumia onya last week kasi mi was Dr. Baumia obey president onya na hongoro so kra because party no any party for no enya
and this is for power they are building their party because open himself 2028 here they are mark tranchen
yes
one ko tranchen our party will be formidable e be strong o kasa o maka bi a kire they are building themselves. What did they mention?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong when we come to power. Now your friend say, you better see you are building a party. Bibi boni bi anywhere is fine. But what must say?
Yes.
It is ya hunu ne dada. Say ya hunu ana
correct.
Ya hunu and then some phobia. Unu say bi mato you are John the man Mama di Jesus Christ. Ebi so a second Jesus. Ebi so the gospel of Christ. Ebi unu ade kwentia. Some phobia bi ho atom. Ya de ne kusi say. Brani mu and never be ade bedroom another kwakufa de wanye boni so odi de ba die ne ne be hihye nkufo bi nsa wanye boni
okay so chairman Saddam some country social friends of Baumia
hey chairman
say country social na so we the promise binti or here anymore
you made baba
na chairman Saddam de e kwan a oni meti okrum ha no enyefe me nka hwe enyefe me nka hwe nyeche no no chama ye adwuma che no ye adwuma che no free e no e kwan no ne meti so ne de ye no chama ye bre kuro mu no enye mo nko na mo bre me nim nyina na bre nim so ko wa me nim bia akwa na bia akwa ye adwuma me nim me se chama die e kwan o de me nam so no abibia ba ye kama ko na me nka hwe wagu bibia ba ye kama asam na wie ye wie nyina na 31st na so ye nua na na bi o ha no send message say no me visa come since so na me free mo visa intino say san
say me ma me no ni ha
and na ye man
na ba inti ye man shade
ya o nya me dia di no ha o cap appointees ho asem no obi tse ha wa kumsin obi ene ho betimi aka say odidija party for hwe me ha wa kumsin no obi a me ben no be da me hu ha wa kumsin and the commitment to the party
committed
and oh no meaning but still from afar me man
so I have that closeness with her
by a question of no and I'm who say you can say obi to the one as you your party adwuma
okay kwaku 2012 you call north koya campaign near that hotel we modern hotel onim sa hotel kesi na yakwa near that hono menen na share room that hadam da 2016 we did the same thing my adwuma on the constituency how because na constituency eti how come see the
abria
na dwumate
party phone bi na na mo CCTV videos ni na ye de ma mom so mo nkoche e man crofo mu san besin kom ko
t-shirt a wabusu pani ntimi nhyɛ ntena abusu fi eni asem timi hodugu fi
me say timi hodugu dem the fertilizers we decide e man crofo bi say sa community wo ha die e mu kromfo nti mo nkoche mo
ye mfanya mo kinyeti o ezo mo na go na asem
mo dagu kam
From beans in the guy.
I'm videos now.
I mean,
meanwhile, now cruising at your no resources up to a name material.
Now,
or the court or how come say they corner not a being so trained the court on the crew.
Nanina no me oh. Wait, I know me oh. A bushia prama, a barco, papa, for our ma, a baby as some. What's me about no, I have before no, there was you know. Iti mu nyina mu nam kwantene no so kwabo anu atie sinchen gigiri abusua na nya yi akobura cheda de nsakatre obe kansamfo no de akire nyina eti wo ba bia but asidanka urade no say ye mu bi te say ye kan no abo hakumsi ni ye mu bi hwe ono abo Fatima to ba ka me kan ye ma no mia menua haji alora tu na wafa ele na madeku e ma na ye adwuma tabita no akosua manu adwuma a yɛyɛ no ɛno na amotivating nkɔfoɔ ma ho sɛ yɛ party ne naayɛ okuma me ntumi to ne makoduru baabi a kura me kɔ so na adeɛ kye a na abɛba da bɛ na mafie na abɛba NDC frɛ me NPP frɛ me na ama ka kyerɛ NDC fo sɛ mo tweme sɛ me fie me titi bi so na mo di matam de sɛ mo ɔmo sɛ akɔ kuro no wadwo
ɔmo se bra no mo ni matam
amemra no mo ni matam ɔmo sɛ ma fɛ
ba yifa minority majority attack ɔmo attack any refer minority that they call privilege committee
what be that what to say yasamo
who be
leader of a friend say we be a
caucus of parliament
say the no privilege
who
why we there omo free will omo nyano the rate at which gradually underground low key omo introduce culture of silence no e babu yan sma mo omo okuma bu be o
me chepa
babu yan sma mo na emre ne na yin kaso on say be am come bro me say power any position and transient it can be taken away from you with the blink of an eye like this. We lost the elections in 2 hours. We lost the elections in 2 hours.
Me say me jina ho anopano Dr. Baumia consider defeat na me jina ho na me hwe no na
mom constituency na me
giving away power like that
you have to
yes jina ho
only choice
and so na kan at that day no kasa say we no and that was it
see and San Electoral Commissioner Kraba kasa
yes that was it
and you see kwaku yete hay ni nua no so obi frɛ wo 1 week to elections catch us kwaku